Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we are at a very special shoot. This is a shoot that we put on once a year where we invite a whole bunch of YouTubers, industry friends. We get together, have some fun. This is the IV8888 shoot. This one is the 4th annual one that we put on. They've been highly successful. Just some things that I want to kind of mention too before we get into our video today. This is going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be shooting a ton of crazy guns and showing off some really fun stuff. We are working, just want to put this out there, on doing possibly a public shoot of what you see here. So this amount of fun and everything that we're going to be going through today, we will be eventually putting on a public version of this shoot for you guys to get invited to. I can't wait for that, so stay tuned for those details. But for now, we're going to look around. Last year, we didn't put out a video because a hurricane came through and completely devastated the entire firing line. It was a really, really fun time, but we had some hard time getting good video out of that one. But this year, we got some beautiful weather. We're up here at Red Hill Range, just outside of Livonia, Georgia. Beautiful day. We're going to do some shooting. Let's get after it. All right, you ready for that target? Oh, what do we got there? What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. One more, right? Or what? Nice. Yeah! Red, white, yeah! There it goes. Range is hot. Go for it, guys. Mad minute. All right, so I'm going to be going through and showing you guys some new stuff, you know, kind of in between while it's quiet. This is the CMMG Anvil. This is actually the exact rifle that I did the review on when we reviewed the Anvil. This thing is just an awesome powerhouse. It's a 458 SOCOM AR. Has, you know, pretty much some proprietary and beefed up design aspects to it. If you check out our video, we actually have a full review on this gun. If you want to see more of it in action, be sure to go over there and check that out. This is an absolute powerhouse of a rifle, really fun to shoot. I mean, it really isn't a hard kicking gun at all, like a lot of people would think. The 458, you know, really giving a lot of recoil energy. I mean, they can kick a little bit with some of the full bore, you know, loadings, but you'll see in the video, we really have a lot of fun with them. And CMMG, they've come out to the last couple of shoots that we've had. If I had to guess, when we end up doing some form of public shoot, I'm sure they're going to attend, so you'll have a chance to get your hands on these things and try them out when we end up doing the public shoot. That's one of the details we're going to be working on, so stay tuned for sure for that. But let's move on. There's the Anvil. We'll show off a few other cool things. All right, guys, we've been moving down the line here. We're hanging out here with Falkor. I'm here with Clint Walker. Great dude. Hilarious guy. Okay, but we're going to be talking about some new stuff that they've got coming out. And this is really the first time you've unveiled any of this stuff to anybody. So tell us about some of the new technology you got coming out.
So here at this event, we are announcing two things. One is our new composite barrel technology. This is it's called Dracos. That's a new barrel line. It's a steel liner, composite material, and aluminum shroud. It is stiffer than a heavy profile steel barrel, but lighter, about 8, 10, 12 ounces lighter in the same profile for the Win Mag. Very, very stout barrel, and we'll be releasing those for bolt guns as well as gas guns, where you can buy them just direct online.
So you're not getting that like stupid lightweight like you get out of Proof Research. I mean, I know some of those barrels are pretty cool. Some guys like them, some guys hate them. I've heard some stories of like they heat up and they want a string and they don't have very good barrel life in terms of the way they're made. I've heard various things about the Proof Research, so that's kind of a happy medium. Yeah, you're not on full bull in terms of weight, but you're cutting that weight out a bit there.
That's right. So for us, we still offer a Proof barrel, a carbon fiber barrel. We actually, we like the accuracy that we get. We've shot the piss out of them. They shot really well. but they're also very pricey.
Sure.
Ours will MSRP at around $700, a couple $100 less than other composite barrels, and you won't have that cold bore shift. That's really what we're trying to eliminate with that. So it's a pretty exciting thing for us, and that's the Dracos barrel.
All right, so in addition to the Petra, which normally fires a 300 Win Mag, another thing that you guys have got coming out is a new cartridge for the Petra.
Yeah, the 300 Norma.
Right, so it's a cartridge that's been around, but it's new
Correct.
for the Petra.
That's correct. So
Nobody knows this yet, you guys do.
so we announced it here. Let me just give you a little bit of a comparison for the folks at home who aren't super familiar with these two. That's our two bullets there, the 300 Win Mag and the 300 Norma. We developed this as a military round. The military is moving its Tier 1 operations towards this round, and they're just starting the development of the bolt gun. We decided let's go ahead and bring them a gas gun in that. That still has the accuracy, the reliability, and the low recoil of the Petra, fits right into the Petra chassis.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. We were discussing a little bit earlier, you know, one of the interesting things about this cartridge, a couple of things that are going for it that I think are neat. One, it's not a belted Magnum. 300 Win Mag is a belted cartridge. We've kind of found with these newer actions, it's really not necessary to have a belted cartridge. That's kind of an old school thing that's not really necessary anymore.
Right.
And I know from a military perspective, could you imagine this cartridge in something like a belt fed or something? So if you had a belt fed machine gun chambered in this cartridge, obviously not having the belted aspect of it would probably improve reliability, machine guns and things.
Yep.
Military traditionally wants a traditional rimless type cartridge, so that's one big feature that I like. Also, case capacity. This thing has very generous case capacity for its size. It's kind of like, I guess in the PPC world, it's almost like you're talking like maybe a square charge. Like it's a more compact charge, so it really lends itself well to a wide variety of different powder types.
That's right.
Everything like that. And then also you've got capability of, you know, running these VLDs. This is a 230 grain projectile. You can see this kind of on the long side, but that really gives you great downrange performance, really good terminal ballistics. It's just a great cartridge.
Yeah, by comparison, Eric, at 1,000 yards, I get 3 mils. I'm 3 mils faster with this. So that means, 18, 20 inches of less drop on that heavier projectile. This is pushing at 2,950 feet per second right now out of the Petra chassis.
Neat.
And that means, you can get into the transonic range at about a mile.
You know, the cool thing is also, it's kind of a fine dance there, kind of a happy medium that you have to find with a given cartridge. Sure, you might be able to run like maybe a lighter bullet with some stupid fast powder,
right.
But then your accuracy might start to fall off. Then you don't really get the BCs that you're wanting out of some of the longer projectiles. Maybe not even BCs, but just cutting the wind.
Right.
You know, that 230 will really bunk the wind well.
For real.
I would imagine that that's probably a nice feature of these longer bullets as well.
For sure. I mean, and that Berger round is just, it's the Ferrari of bullets.
Awesome.
The Sierra Match King's a great round, but you want to run that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I really appreciate you taking a moment to tell us about this stuff, man.
No problem. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we need to come up your neck of the woods to do some shooting.
We need to do that. We'll get some wolves.
Let's do it. Thanks, Clint.
All right, take care.
All right, now. All right, here's something really cool from X Products. This is your new 37 millimeter signal launcher. It's a smoothbore 37. Check this out. We got a bird bomb. Let's have a little fun here. Nice. They got a couple of chalk rounds and things like that. We'll launch a few of those for you. All right, now we got a chalk round. I'm going to show you a close-up of these. Basically use this like a little egg you buy at Walmart, like an Easter egg. You put chalk in it and it launches out. Let's see if I can smack that car from here. Not bad. Went right behind the car. Let's try another one. All right, so there's your chalk round. That just uses a 22 blank with a special insert for, you can fish these little pieces back up and reload them with your little eggs there with whatever chalk you want to run. All right, goes in there like that. All right.
Just behind it.
Yep. All right, how about one more bird bomb? All right, this time I'm going to launch the bird bomb See if I can land it in the car over there. Why not? Well, might have landed a little shy there, but that's pretty cool. Those bird bombs are great, aren't they? All right, we came over here to the IWI table to check out an X95 here. We've outfitted this one with a Liberty Mystic X suppressor. So this is a 9mm suppressor, but you can shoot 5.56 Super out of it, which is great. We tried running a 5.56 can on it. I think we're getting just a little bit more back pressure than we prefer to see out of it, but with this 9mm can, it's really doing well. One of the common issues that people tend to kind of not like about some of the Tavors is that they do tend to be a little gassy, the early Tavors, but the X95, we've been shooting this thing a bit today, and watch this. I'm gonna dump a couple of mags out of it, kind of quick, you know, and just to show you that it really is not gassy at all. I mean, I can literally point this thing just one-handed even, you know what I mean? All right, and on the X95, the magazine release has been relocated up here where you would expect it to be. So you can just drop the mag, new mag in, and just like the old one, push in, you're good to go. Again, one-handed. Mag out. All right, this time I'm gonna go kind of fast. I'm gonna two-hand it, see if we get some gas in the face. We did get a little bit leaking out the side, but you know, you're gonna get that anyway. That's really not bad. This gun is not gassing very bad at all like the original is. I'm gonna have to really run my X95 suppress now because I own an X95 and I've never really tried to suppress it like this, so that's pretty interesting. It's running pretty nice there. So there's the X95 suppressed, good to go. We got a full review on this gun if you guys want to check it out. You guys remember at SHOT Show this year I mentioned the Galil Ace in 308. So we got a live one right here ready to shoot. These aren't available yet. They're probably going to be around the turn of the year going into 2017 before they're ready to ship. But you got a 308 Galil Ace coming in. Check that out. That's a thing of beauty right there. Got a folding stock, folder. Let's run it. 308. Right there. May end up having to get a hold of one of these and do a full review. You know, this isn't really meant to be a review, but that's just to kind of show the gun in action. There's your 308 Galil, brand new coming in. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Holding. You know, they make some really awesome race-ready ARs. They've teamed up with Faxon. They're doing a lot of stuff together now. You know, Faxon makes the ARAC, which is an awesome system, completely new rifle, which we'll show you in just a moment. But first I'm gonna shoot this Holding, kind of a lightweight, just a great gun. I'm running on a pig saddle here, but just for fun. Heck yeah, good stuff. All right, we got something really cool to demonstrate for you here. I'm gonna try to do my best. We've got some pop-up targets from autotargets.com. It's really neat. They run on basically an electronic system that allows you to program them so they can pop up and fall down whenever you want. They can take whatever amount of rounds that you want. So if you want to make it where they fall after 2 shots, 3 shots, 5 shots, 1 shot, whatever. So we've set up a little scenario. The targets are gonna pop up, and I have 3 seconds for every 2 targets to engage, and 1 shot will knock them down. And then it's gonna give me a readout. I've got 30 targets that are gonna expose themselves, so I have 30 opportunities, and then we'll see how well I do. So you could literally, with this system, set up a military-style rifle qual. You could do anything you want. You could train with it. So I'm gonna run a suppressed 300 blackout. Let's run it. Okay, I thought there's 30 in here, but I don't guess there was. That's pretty cool. You can see they expose themselves, and then they fall down. See, right now, the rest of the iteration's running unless he stopped it, but you can see them pop up, and then they'll stay up for a certain amount of time and fall down. So just like a military-style rifle qual, if the target exposes itself and you don't shoot it, it's just gonna fall down and you miss the opportunity. So that's pretty cool. We'll probably end up doing a little bit more work with these things in the future. That's neat. All right, we meander down here to Rugged Suppressors. We're going to be having a look at this 240 that's set up with one of their cans on it. It's the only belt-fed rated suppressor in existence. And what I'm going to segue into with this, we are going to be doing a torture test on this suppressor. We're going to do a meltdown video, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be getting them down to the farm, and we're going to shoot one of these things full auto, not a 240 obviously, but probably an M16 full auto, and we'll see what fails. Will the gun fail? Will the suppressor fail? We'll find out. But for now, we've got the auto target set up here. We're doing 2 exposures with 3 seconds in between, and I've got 3 shots to put each target down. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. 3 seconds is not a long time when you factor in the amount of time it's going to take this machine gun to fire a 3 to 5 round burst. I've got to really be fast to hit these guys. I've got a 100 round belt. I think we see where this is going. Go. Oh yeah. Look at that can frothing on the end of that sucker. All right, that's kind of harder than it looks. You don't really have a lot of time there. But I tell you what, stay tuned. We're gonna have a video coming out on this thing where we're gonna melt it into the ground and see what fails. Stay tuned for that. They don't call it rugged for nothing, so we'll see. All right, so before we move on from rugged, we're gonna show off the Obsidian. This is a modular, ruggedized can, really, really nice can. It's a 45 ACP suppressor. We're gonna run it on a USP here, just have a little fun. One of my favorite handguns. Well, it might help if I take the safety off like a jerk. It's okay, you didn't see that. Pretty quiet, got a good sound to it. Great guns, I love these USPs. We're gonna move on and show off a couple of other things for you here. It's not bad. All right, we're gonna be running Agstad Arms 9mm SBR. One really cool thing about their guns is the fact that you got last round bolt hold open, which is great. All of your controls are in a familiar location that you would come to expect on a AR-15, stocks, grips, safeties, triggers. Magazine reliefs pretty much in the same location as a standard AR. We're running this with a suppressor, so this is a great little rig right here we're gonna play with. Now, in terms of targets, we're not shooting far away. We got some pop packs here from Triumph Target Systems, and basically what these are meant to do is to be a training aid. It gives you instant feedback on whether or not you hit the target, and you can call out both colors, numbers, shapes, and it adds an added level of challenge to your training scenario. So you call them whenever you're ready.
Yellow, circle 3. Circle green 3. 1 pink, circle. 1 triangle yellow. 2 square pink. 2 triangle green. 2 circle yellow. There's one more.
That one came apart good, didn't it?
Sir, shit.
No, go.
2 yellow triangle. There you go. 2 square yellow.
2 square yellow. Where is he? Ah! That's cool. That's a semi-auto variant. I'll tell you what, we're going to go over here to the Pivotal Trainer, which is also from Triumph, and we're going to light up the threat down target using the machine gun version of this. Let's do that, have some fun. All right, guys, so same basic thing, except this time we're going to speed things up. Got a machine gun version of the Angstad here, running the Obsidian. You probably saw earlier, this is a rugged can. So we are running this on a 9mm. These are great cans. We're gonna run several mags full auto against a threat down from Triumph Systems here. This is the one, you've probably seen some of the Facebook teasers we put out on this target. It's got the little cells in there that bleed, red, white, and blue, if you know what I mean. So, you know, lungs, you got blue liquid, cranium and heart, you got red liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to target just those areas with some bursts here. Let's have a little fun. All right, so you call what you want me to shoot.
Okay. Go for the lungs.
Lungs? Well, that ran.
Headshot.
Headshots? Hitting a little low and left for me. I know how to fix that though.
And let's go hard.
Not bad. I think we got him. Well, the thing just runs like a champ. I just love the handling characteristics of this rifle. It's great, you know. I think we're gonna end up segueing into a torture test. So stay tuned for that. And trust me, you're gonna wanna see it because it's gonna be outlandish in a good way. That's pretty cool. Let's move along, show off some other stuff. That's awesome. Every truck needs one of these behind the back seat. All right, so one more thing with the AgStat before we move on. Really, really cool rifle. I want to show how controllable it is. I'm going to try my best with the Pivotal Trainer here. This is also a Triumph product. I'm going to try to really show how fast you can really dump some rounds into a target in a reactionary type arrangement here, just to show how controllable that the gun is. Let's see what we got. I think he's dead. All right, we're down here hanging out with Airgun Depot. I'm going to show you this really cool Swedish rotary mag air rifle here. It's a FX Wildcat. It's a 22 caliber. Really, really awesome setup. It's a bullpup, the 2-stage trigger. It's got a nice light, clean break on the second stage. We're going to shoot this thing a little bit for you. Very high quality air rifle. You know, we do like to play with air rifles a little bit on the channel. Probably going to end up seeing a full review on a rifle like this soon, but this thing's just great. Good handling characteristics, nice and lightweight, and pretty freaking quiet. So I'm going to run it a little bit here. Nice and quiet. All right, we'll load up another mag and do it again. Hopefully we can get a little bit quieter here for you. All right, so we're gonna shoot another cylinder through it. We got 8 shots. Just drops in right here in the rear. Just like that, kind of loosely index it, and it's ready to shoot. Get about 70 shots on a charge, so not bad. It's nice and quiet. Hopefully we can hear it here. Of course, I jam it up.
It just needs to be re-indexed.
Which way does it rotate?
You should be good. There you go. It probably got double loaded. You might fire 2.
All right. We are out, I believe.
Yep.
Actually, no, we got one more. Oh, just a little low there. Probably gonna end up seeing something out on this soon. It's a really cool air rifle. Curious to see what it can get in terms of power and everything like that. There are a lot of features about this gun that I'm not gonna talk about here, but that's pretty cool. Let's move along. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of shooting here with the KG Suppressors EOS 22. This is basically an integral suppressed Ruger 1022 barrel system. This is the registered item, you know, so basically the barrel is registered as a suppressor. That's generally the way it works when you go with the integral. Very lightweight, all right. It has a lot of handling characteristics of a lighter gun than what it really looks like. It looks like a heavy bull gun, but it's really not. It's sitting in a Magpul stock. They build these on pretty much whatever receiver the customer asks for. This one's on one of the Tac Solutions X-Rings, so it's kind of a light alloy receiver. Got their bolt release. Let's give it a try. Now we're gonna run through a little scenario here. We got the autotargets.com pop-ups here. We're gonna get 2 exposures with 1 second per target. I'm gonna have to really pick up the pace. And I tell you what, to add to the challenge, I'm gonna go for only headshots. All right, so here we go. Well, yeah, not to complicate things, all right? Go. Oh, wow. That's just ridiculous. Those targets are so fun to play with. All right, we're gonna run a pistol can that these guys make as well. Let me grab that, we'll check it out. All right, this is another KG can called a Swarm. It's an all titanium can. It's modular, so that's kind of one of the things that is going really well in the suppressor industry right now, is the ability for a can to be put in a kind of a K configuration or a shortened configuration for handgun use. But we're just gonna very quickly demonstrate it. Hopefully you can hear how quiet it is. Go ahead and run those targets again just for the heck of it. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go for headshots again. I don't know where this thing's hitting, but go. That's too much fun. It's got a really good sound to it. We'll probably be doing some work with one of these a little bit more in the future if I had to guess. That's a great can, very lightweight, very handy, all titanium. You can't bust these things. So I really like a lightweight can when it comes to a handgun suppressor. I can see where that'd be a winner there. So let's move on and show you some other cool stuff. All right, guys, we're here hanging out with Scott with Whack Outdoors. You guys are probably familiar with some of the stuff that we've done with him before. He does a lot of primitive weaponry and a lot of stuff that really honors our heritage as early Americans.
Absolutely.
Scott's a great guy. We've had him on the channel before. You know, we've done a lot of the survival stuff. Well, you've got a LARPing thing set up here with these arrows. Why don't you explain that for him?
Long story short, it's just like paintball, only we're using arrows with foam tips on the end. We're using the same protective gear as paintball with the chest protectors and the face shield. And it gives a lot of these guys a chance to get out there and do some military maneuvers, work on their tactics, just exactly like paintball. But we've upped the ante a little bit with the excitement of using archery equipment. And I will tell you, even though you know it's safe, even though you know you're not going to get hurt, when those arrows come towards you, that is a very strange feeling. And also, unexpected to me, it is a very strange feeling after doing a lot of bow hunting to actually pull down on a human and let that arrow go. It kind of felt weird at first, but it's fun. So we're going to turn Chad and Eric loose to see what they do.
All right, yeah, so Chad and I are going to have at it.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm thinking we need to do on the honor system, if you get hit, make us aware of it. The first 3 tags wins. That make sense?
All right.
All right.
We'll do it.
1, 2, 3. Let the game begin.
A friendly draw. It is. Whew. You guys get the idea. Whew. That is fun. That's quite invigorating. Not bad.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. All right, we got a slide fire belt feed conversion. This is something that Slide Fire is doing now. There's an actual belt fed conversion for AR upper along with their stock. You guys are probably familiar. They make bum fire stocks. We're going to run this a little bit. See how it goes. I think it works. All right, guys, passing by Freedom Munitions here. They got some Hush 10mm. This is something that's not even technically available yet. They don't even have packaging for it or anything like that, but this is a 200 grain subsonic 10mm. We're gonna run it. Now, this is kind of prototype-ish, so we'll see how it works. Pretty quiet. Reasonably accurate too. I mean, I got a target about 75 yards away and keeping them all in there for the most part. We're gonna run a few of the 300 subs as well, just for fun. Let's do that. All right, so also from Freedom, we got some 220 grain subsonic boat tails here. We're gonna run them out of a 300 blackout pistol. Let's have a little fun. Actually run pretty good. Not bad at all. It's quiet as a mouse fart. That's not overly quiet, but it's definitely quiet. Awesome. All right, so moving down the line, we're hanging out with Kel-Tec a little bit. They got a suppressed RDB. Let's run this thing a little bit. Now, one thing about the RDB is I found it tends to suppress really well. And this thing's just a charm to shoot. Very gentle recoil impulse. Let's take a few shots with it. Not bad at all. Ooh, that gun's gassing me over next door. Hey man, that's awesome. Now the handling characteristics of this rifle is just impressive to me. I might probably end up having to pick one of these things up. Okay, so one more thing from Kel-Tec before we move along. This is a pretty interesting configuration. Now, this is not a factory available configuration of the Sub 2000. This has a 9-inch barrel, so it's an SBR configuration with a shortened barrel. Suppressor, which is neat. You got a little Venom red dot on there. It is a takedown. Now, oddly enough, the way this particular one is set up, it's not permanently attached. So you could actually, in theory, take a little SBR like this and do caliber conversion. So just drop on your 40 top, your 40 bolt, you're ready to shoot 40. Okay, so that's pretty dang neat. If I can figure out how this thing goes back together. There we go. We're gonna put a few rounds through it. This one's a 9mm. Run a little bit.
Because it's not supersonic. Yeah, there's a crack.
Awesome. Another thing, this trigger bow they've got in here, I don't know if that's something they make available or not, but you notice the over travel stops in the trigger bow. It's got a really interesting feel to it. That's an interesting Sub 2000. Hopefully this is something that they'll make available in some way, shape, or form. Maybe an upgrade down the road. Maybe you call them up with a completed Form 1 or something, that drop you a barrel, easy swap, and you got you SBR. Pretty cool stuff. Let's move on. All right, guys, this is intended to just be kind of a look at how range day went this year. We are segueing into doing a public version of this shoot in the coming year. Hopefully I can get all that put together and get you guys in on that. We didn't go around to see everybody that we possibly wanted to, because there's so many awesome companies and so many people out here that we wanted to really get around to. We didn't have the opportunity because, I've been trying to kind of organize this event and everything, but definitely want to thank you for watching this little video. Just something we wanted to kind of throw together, show off some of the high points and the cool things that we saw here at Range Day today. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Expect a whole bunch of content. Pretty sure you're going to be seeing videos from the shoot coming out for quite some time. So thanks for watching. Catch you next time.